As people get to know me, one of the most common questions that I get is, "Hey Mitesh, how do you stay so calm and present in situations that most people would start reacting with anger or frustration, or when the situation gets really hairy? How do you maintain your composure in those situations?" By no means am I perfect in regards. I still have my moments of anger, frustration, and just get all riled up. But what does help in those variety of situations is more of a mindset and less about the things that I'm doing externally. So before I get into my secret sauce, so to speak, I want to just have you visualize for a moment. If you close your eyes and just start to feel a sense of peace, joy, a sense of contentment, and almost a feeling of invincibility of anything outside of you. So nothing outside of you can penetrate that wall of peace that you have. Now, if you're in that state, no matter what anybody does outside of you, whether they're saying mean things to you or they react to you in a way that is not pleasant, you can stay in that state and be unaffected by it. Almost laugh at it and just recognize the silliness of what's going on outside of you. So that's where I'm going with this, is that it's more of a mindset. When you recognize that if you are holding within a sense of peace, a sense of contentment, it doesn't matter what anybody does outside of you, because whatever they're doing is their stuff. And if I am feeling that sense of anger or frustration or whatever that is, it's an indication to me that there is something within me that I haven't resolved that is causing me to react to what's outside of me. And that's really the biggest realization that I've had, is that whatever happens outside of me is to be objective with it rather than taking it personally. Because if I start taking things personally, then I'm going to react. I'm going to not see that whatever the other person or people outside of me are doing is really their stuff. It's their nonsense that they're dealing with, and less about me and what I'm doing. So let's take, for example, this is you, this is somebody else. If this person just felt a sense of anger or disagreement or just didn't like you and they were reacting to you in a variety of different ways, you can choose to either see that as, why are they pointing fingers at me, and revenge and react and really get into a battle with that person. Or you can be here and start to recognize that it's their stuff that they're dealing with. And even if you do react and have that moment of anger, it's okay. It's just an indication then at that point that there's something within you that you haven't come to terms with. And going forward, that's something that you can be more aware of and recognize and realize that it's an opportunity for you to work on. So in both situations, whether you react or you don't react, if you react, that's great. It's a data point for you to recognize that, hey, this is something that I can work on as I move forward in my life. Or even if you don't react and continue to maintain that sense of peace and calm within you, then it's just an affirmation, a validation for you that you're not letting external items or forces get in your head. So I'll leave you with that. That's my secret for how I stay calm and how I maintain my composure in these difficult situations. Not to say that it's wrong to get angry or even express any of these emotions, but just use those reactions as an opportunity to understand yourself better, so that when you present yourself to the world, you're presenting yourself a perfect window of who you are at that any given point in your life.